You know, I'm not the Arnez J's Earthquakes, and that wasn't my crew. My crew was the Tony Rocks and D Rays and Kevin Hart's. But it's great to see somebody like Kevin Hart from my crew just be what comedy is today. But I'm still a huge fan of Mike Epps. I used to sit in the crowd when I wanted to do comedy and see Mike Epps come to Miami and shout out his jokes because he would forget them. That's a real story. He would tell you. I used to be in the crowd saying, "Grandmama drive by. Grandmama drive by." He'd be like, "Oh yeah."
I hate that whole beef or whatever it is between them. Like I can't account for you being you, like you said, you respect people, you try to stay humble, low key. You ain't never been in no mess, but
I'm like Lil Duval on that. You just sit back and eat popcorn like
he's so
watching people. I'm vegan to all that fake beef. That's what I call it.
Fake beef?
I think it's fake, man. I think it's real. I think the animosity that a lot of them have towards, I guess I should say, Mike and Katt might have towards Kevin. Kevin has Beyonce'd the game. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He's taken it to a level business-wise that we could all say it's achievable because we saw it right in front of our eyes.
Yeah.
So instead of like down it, encourage it. Do a movie with them. You know what I mean?
I don't know why they haven't.
Yes, that's the answer. It's not to stop progress. People are hating on progress right now. Mm-hmm. We still not in the best position to make a lot of shots out here, call a lot of shots, but we're getting there, and people are watching us. Mm-hmm. So I also agree with Mike Epps when he was on the Breakfast Club saying, "Hey man, you talking about the cousin in front of company." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I definitely believe in that as well. Because whatever somebody's personal problems are or whatever somebody's personal vices are of why they not where they supposed to be, that ain't no radio conversation. You know what I mean?
I was having a discussion about it with my editor, and I said, I feel like Kevin's in the position where how Beyonce don't do interviews.
Right.
Like, you don't even have to say anything.
Right. At this point, don't say anything.
Don't say anything.
When you're that far ahead, I think you learn as you go. Mm-hmm. And when people keep taking shots at you, sometimes you're like, he a Philly kid. Fuck that. I'm about to defend myself.
Yeah.
But at the same time, even if somebody's baiting you into that, you got to have somebody around you saying, "Man,
best
don't even
revenge
address
is your
it."
paper. And not that it's revenge on him, because Mike has said that he's happy with his life and he's not looking to be a top because of what it requires. But I just feel like for Kevin, not that I don't know him personally, but I feel like why it bothers him so much is because the comedian community is it's a huge community, but it's a small community. Mm-hmm. And I feel he wants y'all respect. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I think y'all all, like you said, y'all group came up together and to not really get your support back. Mm-hmm. And you were one of the people that I honestly looked up to.
Right.
Like you said, for you and Dave Chappelle,
that would be like I finally get my break, and Chappelle is like, Finesse don't deserve it. I'd be like, I've been in your house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I think that's what it's for Kevin,
but he hasn't let that go, and I think if we stop talking about it, it'll go away, and eventually those three men will sit down together. I think the reason Will Smith never hated on Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Foxx never hated on Will Smith, and nobody ever called out Martin Lawrence, is because everybody's rich and everybody's getting paper, and they'll probably send a personal text message like, "Hey man, you killing it."
Yeah.
Or, "Hey man, I saw you on this, and if you need me to come over." It's support.
Genuine support.
I don't think Eddie Murphy ever said that Robin Harris shouldn't get his break, or I don't want to work with Richard Pryor or this and that. Richard Pryor was like, "I'm going to put Red Fox and Eddie Murphy next to each other."
Yeah.
And then they rounded out the cast with one of the greatest comedy casts of all time for Harlem Nights and stuff like that.
Man.
We need to get on that level. Kevin and Katt and Mike need to...
Finesse.
And Finesse. More importantly, Finesse.
So your JV,
y'all,
plenty of y'all...
Man, what?
That could put together...
We're millionaires. Let's have a meeting. Let's get a dope writer. Let's put a script together, and let's control the content that we're putting out at least once or twice a year. All black everything. That should be the conversation, not who doesn't deserve to make it and what female doesn't deserve to get her shot.
Yeah.
Dead. Oh, that's a dead conversation to me.